Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the AEW Christmas Show. I'm Joey Rush alongside Dior Valentine and D'Angelo Davis. And what a show do we have for you guys tonight?
Yes, Joey, I agree with you. What a nice show we're going to have tonight. What are you predicting some of these matches here?
Big matches, big matches. It is a Kazarian Christmas show, Christmas party that happened just a couple of nights ago. But just the biggest show of the year before Mania. The main event is the Men's Rumble. Dior, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Roll away, it's the bluebird. Here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman.
We only have one thing to do, and that's look and see.
Definitely. Right now we have a triple threat taking place. There's a lot of feedback in my ear right now for some reason. But right now we have a triple threat to crown the #1 contender for the Women's IC Championship. We have Diosa West making her way out to the ring in Christmas spirits, as we can see.
Diosa looks real good. She actually does. Is she's gonna follow her mother's footsteps and win the title, or what?
Well, if you do recall, her mother lost the championship most recently. But hey, I guess she will follow in her footsteps, losing.
Wow, Joey, that was so uncalled for. Throwing the West people under the bus. But like I said, she's gonna follow into her mother's footsteps and come home with that title.
But
My thoughts on Kelly, she's a great competitor. She came a long way from when she first came here, but she can do just a little bit more improving, but she's a great fighter.
there's always room for improvement when it comes to in-ring ability, and according to the blogs, Kelly is supposed to be going to Maximus Wrestling School pretty soon, so we'll see how that turns out for her. But right now, this match could have been over just that quickly. Diosa almost got, like, right at the beginning. Beautiful inverted Frankensteiner.
Diosa on a ball here. Nice Hurricanrana.
Beautiful. And I forgot Tessa was in this match. Tessa, an interesting person, I would say. She might not have the brains, but her in-ring skill can back it up sometimes. Look at Alea just showing. Oh, drop kick once again.
Like I said, Diosa has been on top of this whole match. There's been points where people will come up from behind her and sneak attack.
Diosa's been on her A game. This is like a different version of Diosa. I didn't really see her compete like this, and I think it's because she realizes what's at stake here tonight. So guys, let's talk about. We have big matches. There are 3 interesting competitors, but we have really big matches set for later on tonight. You have the men's Royal Rumble, the 30-man Royal Rumble taking place here. Winner to take on the world champion at WrestleMania Vegas. You have the women's Santa's Helper Battle Royal, the winner taking on the women's champion at Mania. You have the U.S. title on the line here tonight for men's.
But you also have a very unique match type here between Antonio Cesaro.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I almost forgot about that. The Miracle on 34th Street fight.
You know, those are two great competitors, Adrian Carter and Antonio Cesaro.
You know, they both have
Trailblazers.
definitely trailblazers of the male division, but Antonio has been saying recently he has unfinished business with AJ after the events that took place in that World Championship match, where we saw Maxis become a 15-time world champion. But back to this match, the girls are like missing everything.
Yeah, the girls are all over the place.
They didn't win that.
Whoa, beautiful kick up,
Tessa is on top of this match, I can tell you that.
grabbing that.
You know.
So who are your bets on tonight?
Oh, did Tessa just duck under that bicycle?
That was an amazing Matrix type move. My pick for this match is definitely Alea West. For the Rumble, you know I'm gonna go with the Tribal God AJ. Who's your guys' pick to win the Rumble?
My pick to win the Rumble, you know, I'm gonna pick Bishop himself.
The Big Baboski.
Yeah, even though he's like, you know, he's not very familiar with the ropes, he's new, but he's done great, you know. So let's see, can he win the Rumble this year?
Alright, I believe this would be Bishop's first Rumble, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It is.
It's gonna be an interesting atmosphere. Beautiful super kick. Elijah, that's an interesting choice. You know, he's a great competitive former world champion. With Elijah Kings comes a lot of baggage, so I can see him winning the Rumble, but at the same time, you can't deny it. The Tribal God, the Supreme Samoan, AJ. Tessa's able to kick out at 1. And look at that, she catches Diosa in that TJP clutch.
You know, Alea's TJP clutch is very dangerous.
It's a very, and she catches Tessa. Now it is a very dangerous submission. You do not want to get caught in. If you're in it for too long, you might as well just call that the end of the match, the end of the line for you. What is it? Beautiful. Looks like Alea.
Diosa was trying to sneak up with that move.
She definitely was trying to sneak up, and
Alea capitalized.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, the outfits are kind of like getting me confused on who's who. I don't know if it was like, are they matching?
You would definitely have to take heed on the hair that Diosa has. It's like a darkish greenish color.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's the difference. I was trying to figure out which one was which for a moment. They both have almost the same, similar gear. Let's see if Diosa can capitalize on this, and she obviously doesn't. Tessa up to her feet, Alea up to her feet, roll through Ross and Crab. Is Alea gonna tap? Tessa got it. Whoa, that was close.
Alea was at her breaking point.
It was given. Tap or break that back. Oh, she almost caught her with the headbutt. It missed with that big boot, and Alea smartly thinking to get the hell out of there.
Tessa, when it comes to in-ring ability,
She's a very
very great competitor, but she's so young, and being able to conquer all of these, like, she's beat veterans in the ring. You know, she almost tapped out one of the greatest women to ever step past AEW, Alea West. Like, you know,
Right, that.
she has some great in-ring ability to be at her age and peaking point right now in her career.
Oh,
The else watching that
just
nasty
socked
forearm
her.
off that face.
You know, I noticed
Diosa's
Diosa and Alea like they like to brag to the audience a lot, and I definitely think that's gonna cost them in the end in this matchup.
Diosa taunting again.
And
Alea
there
with
it
her
is.
again.
but you can't admit these teenage ladies do have their attitude back there.
They do, and you notice Alea keeps missing with that super kick she tries to go for each time. Beautiful drop kick. Diosa getting all fired up here. Double knees to the gut. In for the pinfall. One. And a kick out at one from Tessa. Diosa just swinging for the fences now. Not sure what she's trying to do here.
Oh, Diosa finishing the match. What a beautiful sunset flip. Oh,
And a kick out at two just in the nick of time.
2.5. Tessa could have had that.
Boom, and there it is, the super kick that Alea West has been trying to go for all matches finally connects.
And Diosa, 1 count.
Basically just no soul that just disrespected Alea.
Oh, Alea
Beautiful
with a
German
nasty
suplex.
kick out. Alea, ooh. Diosa back on top of the match.
Okay.
Just whamming off on Alea in that corner.
Right, just stomping away with no remorse. Beautiful chop block. Tessa slowly making her way back into the ring. Not sure what Diosa is trying to go for here. I don't know if it's gonna go in her hands. She's just like, everyone's all over the place. Well, they're all over the place at the moment. Missing, and Alea's just watching at this point. Look at that, she got caught in a roll through Boston Crab. I think I want to switch my pick because the way things are going.
Is on top of everything.
Oh wow.
Nasty headbutt.
I almost saw the future. I thought I saw the future for Alea.
That was very thin ice.
Right. Oh, a super kick to the face. One. And she kicks out at one once again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for an opportunity at the Women's IC Championship. You're joining us now for the AEW Christmas special. Live in New York City. Back into the Boston Crab again. Have you guys ever been to New York until now?
No, actually, this is my first time, Joey.
That's interesting. Oh yeah, this is your second Rumble actually. Interesting. Yeah, over my years of that elbow right on the bridge of the nose. You know, I've been to New York a couple of times. Can't say I'm the biggest fan, but To each their own. I don't like to walk around with rats near me.
I definitely can agree, Joey. The New York rats here are contagious. They have rabies and they're just huge.
Yeah, I heard they're like the size of this person, but
Name
I,
Bishop.
oh, well,
I'm
Bishop
so
is a big dude.
Dior, are you trying to throw slick shots at the table here tonight?
That would be very unprofessional
Whoa,
to say.
It
whoa,
would.
yo, the way Diosa just smacked, oh, y'all didn't see that? Alea pulled her face into the ropes and then Diosa just whacked her.
Wow. Tessa back on her game, like always.
I just see the future. I see the future. Diosa was able to reverse somehow.
I think I'm gonna change my pick as well.
Boston Crab.
Not
I'm
sure
gonna
what
go
she
with Tessa
accomplished.
for this one.
I'm not sure what Diosa was trying to accomplish there
Oh,
and set herself
Alea
up for
looks like she's
failure.
trying to take home the bag. Just a mid save. Ooh,
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Diosa and Tessa, the last women standing, and Tessa into the rolling Boston Crab, and a rope break saves Diosa's
yes.
chance. Just imagine if the rope wasn't there. This would be all she wrote.
For Diosa and Alea.
What do they have in mind here? Oh. Alea with the sledgehammer. She puts it down. I think Diosa has a
They're grabbing weapons now.
Oh, Diosa's in the ring with the chair now. Why would you pick up a weapon just to put it down?
It's very crazy. Diosa
Are
does
they?
some strange things.
It looks like the West girls are gonna jump Tessa for a moment.
Looks like the West girls are gonna lose this match, if you ask me. Sadly.
Because Tessa is definitely giving them the business. Looks like something's going on with the production
We go
truck
off the air
now.
for a second.
Whoa.
That West funding for this matchup is just not giving what it's supposed to give.
I wonder what Kevana have to say about this. If
You see
her
is
sister and her daughter lose this opportunity for the IC title.
And they have this
that
thing
well,
called West is the best. But I'm
well,
sure
if they lose, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Once again into the rolling Boston Crab. Oh, Alea almost sold herself. I realize it's Christmas and Tessa, like, everyone has on Christmas colors and Tessa's just all black.
I mean, that's the way Tessa rolls. She doesn't need anything too jolly, anything too extravaganza. She's all black cat, She rolls by herself. She's a night wolf. She's all by herself.
And Diosa's in the TJP clutch and a rope break saves her once again.
Diosa has been saved this whole match.
What is she doing? Why is she putting her hands on the referee? Well, the referee
be suspended for that?
Definitely I see a fine coming her way. Rick Johnson, the referee, laid out in front of us. Poor Rick.
Get this man some water, please.
Right, give Rick some water. He needs some milk. Oh,
Oh,
on the chair.
Peligrosa.
On the chair.
Chair.
Peligrosa. 1, 2,
And a
3.
3.
And you see, this is what happened when you go against Rick Johnson. Congratulations, Tessa.
Tessa wins.
Tessa is the #1 contender for the IC Women's Championship. The West girls are once again losers here tonight.
Just losers.
Exactly, the apple does not fall from the trees. Hashtag West loser superiority.
Ay, papi.
Oh my god.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mania 6 taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada, but now we have the U.S. Championship on the line. Ryu Ace taking on Jose Garcia, guys. Who do we have? Like, who's your pick for this matchup?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for
You guys are
the
brothers?
United States Championship. Making his way to
Is
the
it
ring
like
from
one of you were
someone with the
adopted or
label,
something?
weighing in at 220 pounds,
I was gonna say it's quite interesting, but it's, I guess, the American system or something like that. But Ryu Ace is actually currently undefeated against Jose Garcia, so I think that definitely will play a factor in tonight's matchup.
And that's my pick. That's right. I see Ryu Ace snatching this title up tonight, like taking candy from the baby.
You know, Ryu Ace is my pick as well, but you know, I think he's a very strange person outside of the ring. Last night he just kept calling my phone for some reason, but I guess it was just to tell me about this matchup or something. But we're gonna see, cause Jose might just pull up and somehow get a Christmas miracle.
And this won't be the Christmas miracle on 31st Street.
Right. Let's see if Santa grants his wish tonight on Christmas Day. Speaking of Christmas, what did you guys get your family? What did you guys get?
You know, Joey, I got a new car. You know,
So you upgraded from the Prius.
I never had a Prius. No, Joey, did your wife buy you a new Volvo? Like, did she get you a new car?
Well, I got the new Rolls Royce, the Wraith, Dark Badge Edition. You guys aren't used to driving those kind of cars, so.
You got updated from your Volvo. 2009.
From my G-Wagon actually.
Oh, 1985, right?
2021 actually.
As a nice Christmas gift for a friend, you know, I brought Big Bishop a plate of Kira's finest burnt ribs.
You know, I will never try Kira's barbecue ever in my life. Bishop suffered some things from that, and you know, I believe he still eats there, as the paparazzi photos show.
They had no business taking pictures of Bishop while he was eating that burnt barbecue.
And you know, Bishop said he wasn't going to eat there anymore, so that's, you know, what caught us all off guard. It was all over the media, and we were looking stuck.
That guy has problems.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is just to think of the year we've had so far. We're about to go into 2022, Mania next month. This is the show before the last show of shows, before the last show of 2019, 2K19. This is like a big moment here. Jose, guys, go ahead.
Yeah. But as I was saying, you know, Jose Garcia, after showing his title 50,000 times, they're ready to get the matchup started. And Ryu Ace missing with a nasty
Whoa.
Superman punch.
And a
And Jose
vicious
just capitalized.
clothesline.
Hey.
Yeah, like this is the last 2K19 show, but well, the show before the last show for 2K19. We've had so many memories here. What is you guys like? I did it the last show. Here we are on this show. What was your guys' favorite memory over the 3 years of AEW?
Honestly, my favorite memory was earlier this year when Carolyn Baker and Kendall Kazarian went at it in a submissions match at Worlds Collide for the Divas title.
Yeah, definitely Kendall Kazarian versus Carolyn Baker for that women's title at Worlds Collide was a big matchup. I believe that was the match that brought Kendall back to the ring full time. It was an amazing match. If you do not see it, it's available still on the AEW network. Dior, what was your favorite moment?
Evolution 3. Aaliyah Michelson versus that thing.
You know, Evolution 3 was a momentous occasion. The 3rd annual All Women's Pay-Per-View. He took on, Aaliyah took on, what's her name, Izzy, in her quote-unquote demon form. Very interesting matchup. Aaliyah shocked the audience that night, pulled off an upset win. Beautiful knee.
And Jose is just really, like, this is one-sided at this moment. Ryu Ace needs to pick up the pace if he's going to think about winning this match tonight. Because Jose looks like he's coming back home with his title.
It's a different performance from Ryu and Jose here tonight.
I agree.
Yeah, my pick is still going to be Ryu. Whoa.
Because Jose has never beat Ryu. So you know, when you go off that stance, you go off, oh, Ryu's Ace is going to come this match and whip him from the title. But right now, it's looking like a one-sided. Ooh, Jose just jabbing him in the jaw. Real sick.
Jose is just piecing him together. Definitely a different side of Jose here tonight. He realizes what's at stake, his U.S. Championship. And he's facing tough competition in Ryu Ace. I think I'm most excited for the Rumble here tonight. I just can't wait for that match to take place. And look at this, is TJP clutch. The vicious TJP. Look at the leg. Just Jose is fighting for dear life. This dreadful submission just taking out that leg of Jose Garcia. He's fighting and fighting still. If this was any other person, they would have been given up. Jose is still in this submission, guys. This is something there it is, he taps out.
This is a very, and like I said, Ryu Ace scored his first point, and Jose was still a little fresh in the match.
Did you see how long he was in that submission for?
That's crazy.
Is it too late to change my vote? I did hear it from being Ryu 8.
So I think it's definitely too late. You know, you picked your side when you said Jose. Jose with a beautiful reversal in for the cover. Is Jose going to tap Ryu Ace out? Beautiful. I think he's going for that power bomb once again. And Jose was able to score a fall in this matchup. I feel like I'm on commentary by myself. You guys are so quiet.
You know, I'm just really viewing into this match. I was very shocked when Ryu Ace pulled up that upset point, the first point of the matchup, and Jose was still fresh in the match. Like I said, Ryu Ace can pull stunts that Jose can't because Jose is new to this game. Jose won his first title, and I think it's a fluke win.
Yeah, actually, this isn't Jose's first title. Jose has won titles at previous shows that we don't televised.
He's won the tag titles with Big Bishop. That's the only title I can see him. I saw him win. This is his first singles. And like I said, Jose is not ready to hold that singles competitor's spot.
Yeah, Jose isn't ready to hold that singles competitor spot yet. I don't think he's like fully aware of who he wants to be as a person.
Oh, another TJP club here from Ryu.
Fighting for your life. Is he going to submit again? Is Jose going to tap out and lose his US Championship? This match can literally go any way now. Both competitors both have a fall. Beautiful RKO. In for the pin. 1, 2, and Jose just able to kick out at 2.
No, Jose probably doesn't need this title. He's disappointed in him. I expected much more out of him.
You know, I didn't expect much. A beautiful spear. Beautiful reversal from Jose.
Honestly, if Jose could pull this match to honestly go on the season.
But you know, he's not a smart competitor in my opinion, and I don't see it going his way at all. What a club to the face. What is this? Drop kick to the side of the head from Jose.
A big guy like Jose that drop kick can be very traumatizing.
Definitely indeed very traumatizing to be hit by a big guy like that. What the hell is going on? In for the cover. 1, 2, kicks out. Beautiful. Jose was playing possum there, catches. Ryu almost got him with the super kick and a TJP clutch once again.
You know, these superstars, I feel like they pulled the possum play.
Definitely congrats to Ryu Ace on becoming the new US champion. That was one hell of a performance. He was getting dominated for most of that match, but somehow managed to pull out the victory here tonight.
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist.
They do exist. Santa?
Dior, where's Bishop?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live for the AEW Christmas show. It is time for the street fight on 34th Street. Hopefully, I'm not alone commentating this match. This is definitely going to be interesting. Antonio versus AJ.
Two Trailblazers.
Trailblazers, ass kickers, championship winners.
The following contest is a no disqualifications match. Making his way to the ring.
Well, now you're a little bit crazy there.
Yeah, you're pushing it. I wouldn't say that.
213
The
pounds.
tribal god.
The King, Antonio
He's
I
done a
Cesaro.
think,
lot in his career.
right, I think Dior, I think you're jealous, you're envious of the tribal god that he's done more than you have in his career.
Out there, I hope they try to retreat.
Well, that's because you're an interesting superstar. I don't think Antonio's gonna beat the tribal god here tonight. Just, AJ is a multi-time world champion, one of the most dominant superstars here in AEW. I just know he's gonna ragtag Antonio all across New York City here tonight.
I just wonder, I just feel, how do their mothers feel tonight? Their mothers are, they're close friends, and their sons have to fight tonight.
Right, yeah. It's just a crazy thing, Antonio's mother is the owner of the company, close friends with AJ. Kendall's close friends with AJ's mother, London. It's just a lot going on here tonight. Family versus family.
This reminds me.
Shh, guys, shh. The tribal god is here. Just stay quiet. Embrace the vision. Just embrace this moment. It's a rare moment. A godly figure making his way down to the ring dressed in white. Dior, D'Angelo acknowledge AJ.
Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh hell.
All hail the chief. All hail the tribal god, the supreme Samoan. The man that makes this company walk forward. I would say AJ is bigger than a West. AJ is bigger than Antonio Kazarian, a Valentine, a Davis.
I would say all that, but he's the guy.
Well, it didn't give Maximus. Maximus is one of the greatest superstars of all time. A glorified future Hall of Famer in his own right. And let's not forget, last week Maximus tapped this man out, but that's beside the point. The tribal god just had an off day, and tonight is his night. He's gonna whip AJ's ass, and then he's gonna go on to win the Rumble. It's gonna go the tribal god's way, and that's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. There's the bell, match underway. Look at that big boot right out of the gates. The tribal god right on top
on
of
his 2 feet.
Exactly.
And look at Antonio.
Look at Antonio just getting thrown around New York, like I said. Beautiful knee to the face.
Antonio's on his knees a lot. He needs to get up.
Definitely an interesting position.
Wow. Tribal God just throwing him.
The ref needs to make sure Antonio doesn't do any illegal tactics, because his kind, he just loves to do weird things in matches. Any underhanded tactic he can to get the upper hand on his opponent, he will do. Look at that. Who does a black flip in the middle of a match? And definitely a cocky superstar. Look at him throwing AJ out of the ring already, and I think this is where things are gonna go left for Antonio. Beautiful elbow, slamming him down. Did you hear that thud onto that steel step?
Well, Antonio won't be the only superstar that have hit their head on the steel steps, or anybody's heart.
Just like Joey predicted, the tribal god is on top. He's like, he's crushing Antonio, throwing him to the steps, throwing him to the ring apron, just dismantling him in the street fight here tonight.
Just beating Antonio's ass like it's nobody's business.
Because it isn't no one's business.
Antonio is he just can't keep himself off of the ground. It looks like.
I'll tell you what it looks like.
Looks like AJ's whooping Antonio's ass. Absolutely.
Yes.
And still to come, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have the DeSantis Helpers Battle Royal.
Now Antonio's trying to defend himself now a little bit.
Finally picking his head up. I'm not sure if he could show what he just did on TV there, sticking the middle finger.
Antonio will spam a barrage of strikes.
And it's still not enough to keep the tribal god down.
Antonio has a lot of questionable moves. Just...
Yeah, there are a lot of questionable moves. A lot of questionable moves.
Oh, another backflip.
This guy is cheap, man. He's a great competitor also, so... Wow.
Yeah, he's a great competitor, but he's no tribal god. He's no AJ.
Stump to the head.
Looks like he's targeting that leg. It just dawned on me. He's been targeting that leg for quite a bit.
I thought this was gonna be like a street fight. This is like a house break-in on 34th Street.
It's definitely not giving street fights here in the house break-in. I think Antonio's the burglar, but AJ's
not defending himself.
He's not defending himself anymore.
Wow.
And that's okay because at the end of the day, the tribal god is gonna come out on top. Antonio's cockiness is going to backfire, and he's gonna get his ass kicked like he was earlier in the night.
But did he just pull an illegal turn on the tribal god?
He's always doing something illegal, and this is why I said what I said. He's an underhanded competitor. He's always finding some way to cheat the system.
But the tribal god's gonna power through.
One thing about the tribal god, he's always going to adapt and play accordingly.
Nice. Wow.
What a tremendous height difference.
Cradle back suplex slam.
Yeah, this is one hell of a height difference. Antonio's like a midget compared to the tribal god. Look at this, throwing Antonio across the ring.
Wham, and there it is, just tossing him like a baby. Antonio no-selling his moves, but still gets put on his back. It's crazy. Wow. The tribal god just staring down.
Superman punch.
And that's just, oof. That's enough. Tribal god.
How would you
grabbing him by the head?
Wait, what did you say, Dior?
Something pound man jumping on you like that.
Well, I'm not new to competing. I fought all sorts of competitors, big and small. But definitely, if a big guy was to jump on me like that again, it would be an issue. I would not like that at all. I mean, I was a part of one of the greatest tag teams in AEW history, former tag team champion of the world, might I mention.
Dior, have you ever held a title in the middle division here? Might you mention?
I believe, if I recall correctly, both of those were short reigns.
Ooh.
Quiet.
Ooh. You know,
Joey, like,
I'm, the title taker of the males division, but I just seem to come out here and enjoy my buddy Joey at the commentary table.
I mean, not surprised. But, like I was saying, short title reigns, when you, can hold your title for 2-3 months, let me know. But if it's a 5-second reign, then in my books, you aren't a champion ever.
Let me put it like this to you, Joey. 5-second reigns, I'll leave that to Dior. But, there's a lot of champions who hold titles that don't defend. And, they'll be holding for months, years, ages. They will age with those titles.
Who are these people? Can you put a name on it?
I'd rather not cause any drama at this commentary table. So, we're just gonna leave
I think
that
I think you should say it, since you're gonna bring it out on the table. Let the universe know. Let the people know who do you think are non-defending champions.
My colleagues here.
Your colleagues.
Yeah, I don't want to call you out, Joey. You 5-second champion. I don't want to call you out. You don't defend when you have titles. You're just a loser. That's why you're here.
Wait, who?
I've never seen Joey compete.
I haven't competed in over 2 years.
Loser tease, like I said.
And the last time I was here, I was the tag team champion for the longest time. Remember that. You're new to this. I'm not.
So Joey, I'm gonna, we're gonna end this conversation right here. Okay?
Yeah, that's your safest bet.
I don't know about that, Joey, but please end it.
There's a lot of tension at this commentary table between you guys.
I don't argue with people that are less successful than me.
Joey tends to step out of line for no reason, and I have to just, straighten him back up.
Remember, you're at my broadcast table.
Joey, don't get whooped at your broadcast table.
Would you like to see me in a match very soon? I don't mind lacing up my boots again.
I would.
Angelo?
I would like to see you in a match very soon. That would be real nice.
Well,
Here is your winner.
And look,
the
Joey,
King,
you done distracted us. We couldn't even tell the good hot spots in this match. But all we know is this loser, Antonio Kazarian, just somehow pulled up an upset win over the all-hail tribal god. What is this?
The tribal chief isn't actually the chief.
He was robbed per usual.
Robbed.
Not again.
Child, I'm tired, y'all. JJ just been sitting there quiet while we commentate, and I'll just be looking to the side.
Girl, it was PBG, whatchamacallem in
For
the
the gifts you
background.
won't forget.
Okay, it's about to start again. It's about to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and now we have the Santa's Helper Battle Royal for opportunity at the Women's Champion at Mania.
Let me introduce this one here.
Oh,
Here we have Tabby Matra, one of the most devious divas ever, with the lethal kick. Miss Tabby here, she's going to come, she's going to deal with me. That's
Tabby is a loser. I'm gonna be straight right up with you. She's a loser. Look at her. You know, just a flop of a West. It's just very strange.
Yeah, another West here tonight, I believe. Once again, gonna follow in the footsteps of the mothers, the loser steps, the mother, the sister, the daughter, all of that, the aunt. They overpopulate the locker room and are a bunch of losers.
That's not great.
It's not a good combo. How are you overpopulating the locker room and losing? And here, this is my pick to win, even though she's suddenly a West. This is one of the most dominant women ever, a giant. She is the modern day ninth wonder of the world, China. She gives me China vibes. She's humongous, dominant. She fights men.
This is also, she's cheap, but she's a big loser. She will go into the extreme just to do anything. She'll go to extreme just to win that match, you know, but, you know, she can't be one of my picks because, you know, she's cheap. She's not like the other women. She's a big man. She's a dude. She fights men, like Joey just said. She gives China vibe, ninth wonder of the world.
Imagine, can you just guys picture the WrestleMania match now against the women's champion Kendall? It either could be Alea, Tabitha, Diosa, Celia, Tessa. Who do you guys want to see Kendall face at Mania? If Kendall even makes it to Mania at that. I think Kendall would beat the hell out of Kelly Van Ryan once again.
Is this Diosa trying to get into WrestleMania once again?
You know, she's trying to get into Mania again, and let's see if she has any success this time.
Loser. Why do they step from behind those curtains just to move? This is strange. 3 West women, and if one doesn't come out victorious this match, it's gonna be very, very crazy. Cause
overpopulate and lose. Okay.
Lose to overpopulate. This is crazy. The only winner I've seen from the West are Celia,
As we
once
wait.
a loser, always a loser.
Speaking of losers, I mean, here is your IC champion, Kelly Van Ryan. We found out earlier tonight that she's going to face Tessa very soon. But can she somehow make her way into WrestleMania to face Kendall for the Women's Championship?
Wow.
Kelly Van Ryan.
Stage of looking at these losers come through.
I just noticed it's like a match full of losers. Kelly Van Ryan wearing green with envy. What if she just happens to like somehow manage to throw 5 other women over the rope and win this match?
It will be very a shocker. Yes, I agree. A shocker, Dior.
Well,
Or any of these women
here's
too.
my pick to win the match again. She won earlier. Look at the outfit change. Peligrosa. The
Yes.
dummy Tessa is here.
Once again, she didn't get the memo about Christmas outfit.
I think she kind of like tries to understand it this time with the color. But, you know, to each their own. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but she can get the job done.
Yep. You know, and the other girls aren't that sharp either, I see. You know,
Definitely
knowing that
aren't.
Tessa won the last match that these women were in. It's crazy.
And there's the bell. Tessa right out the gate going for Tabitha. It's a lot going on right now. I don't know.
Wow. These women are really shaking the table.
Look, Tabitha and Tessa had the same thing in mind. Just watch these women fight each other.
And Kelly Van Ryan is going to work on Diosa. I mean, no, that was
On
Alea.
Tessa, yeah. It's a lot of... Kelly Van Ryan was going to work on Tessa and... I don't know, Diosa and... Oh. Tossing Tabitha by her hair.
You know, Celia West, she shakes the screen.
She definitely shakes the screen, shakes a lot of things. Shaking the table here in this matchup. Oh. Kelly getting just completely brutalized there for a moment. Beautiful revolutionary knee strike to, I believe that was Alea. And now Celia just yanking at the legs of Kelly Van Ryan. Looks like Tabitha trying to eliminate Tessa from that corner.
And wow, look at that big monstrous man. You know, wow, just going to work on Kelly Van Ryan and just, this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. I'm not even gonna,
Actually,
tell a
there's
fib.
rumors that Celia stepped inside the ring with Maximus.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny those rumors, but who knows what took place in that event. I don't know if it was a training match or what.
It most
But
likely was.
if Celia stepping into the ring with Maximus says something, I don't.
You know, if she's a dude, why is she wearing heels in this match? This is very concerning. You know, I don't think men should wear heels, but to each their own. Wow, throwing her right to the corner.
An interesting statement, a controversial statement at that as well. Watch what you say. You might have some people a little bit on their heels.
Oh!
Is Kelly Van Ryan going to get eliminated? She's fighting for dear life. I'm just ready to see someone get tossed over the rope. Speaking of tossing over the rope, the Royal Rumble for men's is next live in New York City. Tessa hanging on for dear life.
Almost tossed over.
So is Tessa. Tessa's over there just hanging by a thread. Oh. What is... I believe that top rope's a dangerous place. You do not want to be up there in matches like this because you can easily get
No
kicked
woman is
off.
eliminated for right now.
Who are your votes for this match?
Tessa. Because, she won the first match. What makes you think she's not going to win the second match full of losers? And they're all West women.
Yeah, Tessa's definitely going to this... Well, she's definitely
Most of
going into
them
this match with a lot of
West
momentum
women.
right now.
Tessa had a pin and submission match. That's when you have to go over the rope. She'll have a tough time.
Oh, and speaking of Tessa,
You guys,
cursed
you
her.
you jinxed Tessa.
She was kicked right over by Diosa. Oh, And Tabby just throwing Celia right into the ropes. What a nasty corner shot from Kelly Van Ryan. You know, Kelly threw a lay over there and she's just sitting there now. Diosa with a nasty knee strike to Tabby.
When you have a whole bunch of
Looks like the girls just want to be, you know, they want to save their stamina, their energy for, you know, the last two people because they're not really fighting anymore.
Right, I just
And Kelly
can't
trying to
believe
defend
you
herself
really
from
just
going
cursed
over.
Tessa.
Yeah. Why would you do that, Dior? This is very strange behavior at the commentary table.
Very, very strange behavior. And now I hope Kelly Van Ryan gets. Oh, there goes
Kelly
Diosa.
almost.
There goes Kelly as well.
And wow. A West woman kicking her to the floor.
The way those
There
eliminations
goes
just happened that quickly. Big
back to
boot.
back.
Diosa just getting chunked over that rope.
This is very crazy. Whoa.
Sexy kicked her in midair. Diosa and Kelly Van Ryan both have been eliminated from this matchup. Celia, Tabitha, and Alea are left standing.
You know, my vote's gonna have to change here. My dips are now on Miss Tabby Truck. I believe she can.
Why do you pick Tabby of all losers?
Tabby's a very interesting. She has potential. A lot of potential.
Potential?
Yes, potential.
Bit
You know, Joey, what do you
interesting.
think of the match so far?
I think this is some absolute dog water. Tessa's eliminated. And my pick to win is gone, so I have no care for this match anymore. Honestly, truly. Can we get onto the men's? Get these women off my screen. None of these women in this ring are worthy of just going to Mania. No.
Not at all.
None of them. They're
I can
all
see.
losers.
Yep, all of them losers. You know, this match makes me want to grab
There
a
goes,
snack. You know,
there
so
goes
let me dig into my
Tabitha.
little bag here.
You know, I dug into my little bag. You know, I got bored.
What are you eating there, Joey?
You know, my kids usually eat little bites for their school lunch. So, I have to take one for myself. It's only right.
You know, this Chobani Greek yogurt hits the spot.
You know, you
Hits
should
every
definitely
spot that this match doesn't.
you should definitely try YoPlay. It hits a lot of spots. It's really good.
D'Angelo shouldn't be eating dairy products at this table, knowing that he's lactose intolerant.
Oh,
Excuse me? Are you like, you know, Dior? You know, why are you starting your problems at the commentary table?
It's just statement obvious that we all know, you know yourself.
and there
Now
goes
look,
Alea West.
a loser.
You guys, it's time for the Rumble. The important Rumble. Thank you. The baddest, the baddest. Congratulations to Celia, though, going to Mania to face the women's champion.
Yes, much love to say you. Congratulations.
But move out the way. Thank you. What the hell?
Alea, is she having a tantrum backstage? What? Oh,
Losers having tantrums?
is this something that all West women do? Headaches before matches, after matches? You
She
know,
says
we should go test them.
she has some sort of idea. Where's she headed?
She disturbed
Hello,
Kelly's
Franco.
and Roy.
I know you don't feel much like to this, so let's just cut the chase. I think I can need help with management, promoting, and things of that nature. And a star like me will get you all of the things that you need. So, in order for me to do that, I need you to take something.
Not sure what you're trying to do with Franco, but it is time for the Royal Rumble, guys. Here are the rules. 2 people start off at 1 and 2. Other superstars will enter at the number that they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars enter the ring. To be eliminated, you have to be tossed over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last man in the ring will be declared the winner of the Royal Rumble and will advance to the main event of Mania Vegas. Santa Claus is starting the Rumble. Oh, Saint Nick. Is this Bishop in a costume or something, or did we actually go to the North Pole for a minute?
I have no clue. I'm in shock.
Well, he has a bag, so maybe he have some gifts for us.
Yes, Santa, I'm right here. I'm right here. Come here.
No, why are you bringing him over here? Don't bring him over here. Guy's weird. But
I mean, gifts. Pierce. Like, that's not a gift.
Number 2 of the Rumble is Pierce White. But yo, dude, that's Santa is literally right there in the Royal Rumble match.
Can you back up a little? Smell.
Don't do old Saint Nick, please.
I wonder how he get here. Is there like reindeers outside or something? It's an interesting turn of events. Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Santa Claus is in the 2021 AEW Rumble. Oh, and Pierce showing no mercy to Santa.
It looks like Pierce has went into Kendall's Cosmetics.
You know, he's definitely wearing Kendall's Cosmetics tonight. An interesting...
Wow, Pierce throwing Santa to the turnbuckle to the ground. Did Santa not give him any presents this year?
I think that's what it's going on. He probably didn't get a new makeup palette from Santa for is something. Santa with the reversal kicking him in the back of that bad leg. Santa, look at Santa go with the
A very cheap shot here from Pierce.
Santa trying to defend himself.
Alright, number 3 on the way out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isaac Russell, ladies and gentlemen, the Italian Stallion, is in the Rumble match. Bro Russell, this is his first official Rumble match. Definitely can't wait to see what he brings to the table.
I've never heard of this young man.
Isaac Russell is quite an interesting competitor. Does not wear shoes to the ring. Just now seeing he's quite an interesting competitor. He was the IC champion. He's not country actually. He's from Italy.
Oh.
But he's a dominant competitor. He's beaten a lot of your guys' favorite superstars. From age, well, even my favorite, he's beaten the Supreme Samoan.
Wow. He's giving definitely UFC fighter tease tonight.
You know, he does have that mixed martial arts background.
You know, D'Angelo, we don't get free promos here. We're off the name.
Oh, I thought I almost thought he eliminated Santa. Number 4 already on the way out. Santa and Isaac jumping double choke slam.
Wow. Santa really getting back at Pierce for earlier.
And here's number 4, Savion Payne, former tag team champion.
He's a very interesting competitor.
The Payne family, they confuse.
You know, they confuse a lot of people. What do you say is the most confusing? I don't really see it for him in this match.
42 pounds.
No, she magically died and magically reappeared at Evolution 3.
You know, that definitely turned a lot of heads that night. But the Payne family, a very bizarre family. A line of losers is that family. They seem to lose when it matters the most.
You know, Savion defending himself, and Santa back there giving
Isaac the business.
You know, all these superstars, they love the twirl.
They do. I agree. You know, this is a move that everyone has on their arsenal. Not
Number 5 on the way out.
Whoa.
Nathan Carpenter is number 5 in the Royal Rumble, making his return here tonight.
They gon' wanna see me fall, yeah. Talking dollar with my goal, yeah. We gon' run around.
Yes, he is a Kazarian, and it's like, are you trying to make your voice deeper or something?
Yeah.
It's a bit bizarre. So who do you guys pick to win the Rumble?
Like I said, it's Bishop.
Bishop. Elijah King. So we got Bishop, Elijah King, and I have AJ. Look at this. Pierce going to Maximus's arsenal with that cravat neckbreaker. Santa looking to get an elimination. So I can't believe Santa's still in this matchup.
You know, your vote, Zoe, he would not be able to redeem himself tonight, honestly.
Dior, you're set to be in the Rumble pretty soon, so why are you still here? Actually, guys, I'll be back.
My colleagues are not here at the moment.
Well, I just had to think to myself really quickly, why am I sitting at the table with this loser Dior? But then I realized I'm getting paid for this moment.
Wow.
And you're very much a loser. But I'm gonna let you guys try to carry the announce table without me. Just a couple moments. Let's see how you guys do. Hopefully Dior doesn't just like look at the camera.
You know, I'm the carrier of all carriers. I carry this announce table by myself. And we're in this Mills Rumble. And look at Isaac working down on just putting down Savion. You know, Savion trying to defend himself. And it looks like Nathan Carpenter is going to eliminate. And
Dylan
wow,
Thunder
there goes Dylan
been
Thunder.
eliminated.
Early in the match, Nathan Carpenter got the first elimination of this match. And it looks like Pierce is eliminating Nathan Carpenter. Wow. You know, you get an elimination, you get eliminated. This is crazy. But Savion Payne very much gripping Pierce by the head. You know, Savion, what is Savion? And there goes Pierce. Like I said, you eliminate, you get eliminated.
Oh, there goes
and here
Joey.
is Joey. This is why he left the commentary table. He's secretly in the match. Joey, this is crazy, Joey. I really would love to see you in in-ring competitors. You know, and here we are with you. My colleague, Joey.
isn't going to be successful tonight, honestly. And when he gets back to this announcement table, I will say this to his face. But
Wow, Joey, what are you doing standing there, Joe? What? Savion, Joey. Wow, look at Joey beating up on Savion Payne. Did Joey just eliminate Savion Payne? Joey's first elimination of the match. Wow, Joey. Oh, he tried to go to work on Isaac, but it just wasn't happening. Santa Claus is really still in this match.
right here.
Wow, Isaac cutting Santa open right under that beard.
It seemed like Isaac will not be getting no presents this year.
Wow, Joey trying to defend himself. Joey, I think you should just stay at the announce table, even though you did get one elimination. This is crazy.
He's a little rusty here tonight.
You know, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, another entry. Connors. Wow. A shocking man to enter this Rumble tonight. Very, very shocking. Levi Connors is like a stalker, you know? He gives off stalker vibes, you know, but let's see can he pull off this win for this Rumble ring.
He's been perverted.
You know, like texting all these women. And there's Isaac from Claus. And, you know, what is Joey, what are you doing? Santa Claus piecing him up, giving him the business.
Very embarrassing if Joey has gotten eliminated by Santa Claus. He will not hear the everlasting of my mouth when he gets back to this announcement table.
You know, and speak of embarrassing, Santa Claus did eliminate Isaac from the Rumble, and he looks to be mad about it. You know, it's just crazy.
I would be mad myself if a big man like that has eliminated me.
But Joey, you know, pick your head up. Wow, look. Joey defended himself.
Oh, Joey talking about all the superstars.
The next entry, that's right, Big Bishop, the one I claim to win it all tonight, the one that's gonna win this match, the money maker. You know, Bishop's been in the gym, been toning himself up a lot. So, you know, he probably can't pull off this win tonight in this Rumble. But, you know, Bishop's coming in hot and ready, and he's staring down at Joey over that rope. And,
and
there's Joey.
It goes.
Bishop's first elimination, Joey. So, Joey, come back to the table, join us, and tell us about your losing experience.
Gotta give him a minute to walk back.
You know, and knowing that my pick eliminated you, and Bishop just clubbing Santa Claus over the rope. Second elimination,
I
Bishop
know it would be
tonight.
very embarrassing to get eliminated by Big Bishop. What happened out there, Joey?
You know,
traumatic experience, Joey. Bishop eliminated you. My pick to win this Rumble. This is
it's okay.
Good job out there, Joey.
Thank you.
Two elimination.
You did get elimination early, and your time in the Rumble, you did.
Thank you.
And here we have Antonio Casario.
You know, I wasn't expecting Big Bishop to come at me like that. But, you know, he did his thing. Antonio Kazarian is now in the Rumble. Guys, I'm hurt right now, guys.
Joey, I knew you're old.
We understand, Joey. I will be hurting too of a 300-pounder just clogging his arm right at my throat over the ropes.
You know, it's always to compare a conspiracy against me. Bishop, do we have unfinished business after tonight's events?
Wow, Antonio.
If you would have gotten eliminated by Mr. Santa Claus himself.
Well, you know, I'm not Isaac. I'm not going to get eliminated by Santa. But at least I got my eliminations, got my Rumble moment. But now we have Antonio working to eliminate Levi, but Levi escapes. Bishop
And
gets
Bishop has
clocked.
wow.
Joey, what's your opinion on
There goes Levi. You said my opinion on who?
Levi?
Levi is an interesting superstar. He definitely is strange. His relationship with Kendall as well is very. It's there. But he's an interesting competitor. Who is this? It is Nick Santana, ladies and gentlemen. Nick is in the Rumble. Send Nikki the loser if you want.
Nick himself.
Nick the loser in the Royal Rumble. Definitely don't see him lasting long here whatsoever. Hopefully Bishop just grabs him by his neck and just throws him over. I think Bishop's finally turning his attention. There's Bishop grabbing him, knee to the face, twirl.
Wow. I think that twirl is a signature move
For everyone.
You know, I've seen that.
There's Bishop almost got eliminated.
And you know, just when you think he's out, when you count him down, he gets right back up.
Bishop was almost out of this matchup.
Joey, but you seem to have twirled a little.
You know, I always have something up my sleeve. Just always adapting.
I feel like Nick just saved Bishop because I feel like Antonio would have just might have eliminated him right there. And here we are.
It was John Carter.
The
former world champion, former tag IC. He's been a great superstar in the past years. I would say 2019 was definitely his era as a part of shit, I can't even think of the tag team name anymore. You know, John Carter's a wrestler, something you'll never be.
A real wrestler. You know? He's making his way down to the ring very slowly, so...
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have time for this. Come on, guy.
Oh, and back to the action. Nick with a nice neck breaker on Big Bishop.
John Carter targeting Antonio.
Tried to put him up into the power bomb, and Antonio was able to escape. Once again, going for the legs. Went into the playbook of Maximus.
Eliminate Big Bishop.
Bishop able to get out of that near elimination. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is for an opportunity at the World Championship in the main event of Mania Vegas, the Royal Rumble. You have to be thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor.
Bishop is getting pounded on.
Bishop just got cut open.
Pounding the back of Bishop.
I think that just lit a fire in that vicious elbow.
Nick Santana working on Big Bishop. I don't think
Kalen, the Royal God, is in the Rumble. This very strange superstar.
You know,
bipolar.
Superstar's very interesting. Bipolar, like he has issues. Family hopper,
like. He had quite a few last names within the last couple of months.
It's not good to call people out on things like that. I think they're battling a mental illness that you should just let them be.
Oh wait, did Big Bishop get eliminated?
Big Bishop got eliminated. We missed out on elimination.
Wow, Big Bishop getting eliminated by Nick, the loser. That sucks completely.
Antonio almost eliminated by Nick as well.
I feel like Bishop was robbed. You know, that was not supposed to happen. Not at all, but to each to his own. You know, Nick, Bishop will see you backstage.
Bishop, in the meantime, needs to be seeing Joey, me, backstage, not Nick. Because we have unfinished business.
And Joey, that was just sick. How you were eliminated.
Number 14 is Hunter Knight. This very bizarre superstar makes a lot of the men and women uncomfortable in the locker room. A sick man is he.
Ladies, lock your locker rooms when he's around.
Well, mainly the men. This guy is definitely a predator amongst a lot of things.
Why should you call him a predator? I don't think he's a predator. I just think he's a very flamboyant man.
He's a predator. He was preying on me just a couple nights. There goes Antonio Kazarian.
Antonio!
From John Carter. This is crazy.
Hunter definitely made me feel uncomfortable the other night, and John Carter just letting him have it. Oh.
Wow. Look at Kaylin just putting the work down, grabbing Nick and trying to throw Nick over. Is Nick gonna go? Nick looked like he's gonna go. Oh, no, Nick breaks out of it.
Nick fighting for dear life.
Is Nick gonna go? And Nick is out.
Number 15 is Sean Rush, member of DMY.
Sean Rush has been a mind-blowing competitor now. He's changed his gimmick. He's got his his right arsenal with the move set now. He might pull off a upset win in his Rumble tonight and fight Maximus in the main event at Las Vegas.
Let's not forget, once upon a time, Sean Rush was a member of Team Maximus under the tutelage of Maximus himself. But he went out into the deep blue sea and met some baby piranhas and got some baby piranha moves. But I don't think he's ready just to go one-on-one with the world champ just yet.
So you're trying to call him a snake? Are you trying to call him a snake, basically? For crossing Maximus and going to find other people to train with?
Well, it never gave a snake, but I guess if that's how you would like to put it, he went across to the other side, across the border to a loser, and he fought losers over there. Because, under the top tier brand, he was unable to win championships unless he was aligned with the Maximus. There goes John Carter, number 16 on the way. Oh, hell no. Kenny Carpenter.
A very weird superstar. I just hate his guts. And, it's very enjoyable when I get
Is it Dior?
Kenny Carpenter is here in the AEW Rumble, and there goes Hunter Knight. You have 3 members of DVO, DMO, DWO, whatever they were called. You had Sean Rush, Kenny Carpenter, and Nick Santana. I just want to see all 4 of these guys eliminate each other at one time so we can get on to the next entries.
these 4 superstars in this room, they have no pop and I'm not entertaining.
Busted open is Nick Santana. A lot of people are seeming like just to get busted open pretty easily here tonight. Here's Jose Garcia entering the Rumble for a second year in a row.
244 pounds, Mr. Perfect 10, Jose
I definitely don't see him taking on Maximus anytime soon.
You know, Jose is a strange competitor. He's kind of flamboyant himself. You know, he wants to be cocky, and it doesn't pull off. Yeah, it doesn't pull off. Especially what happened in that match with Ryu Ace when he lost his title. It does not pull off at all.
Kalen got eliminated while Jose was on the way to the ring. And there, oh, Sean Rush almost got eliminated here as well.
It's like we always miss the elimination.
We missed the good eliminations when the next entry is coming out.
You know, you will never see Bishop getting eliminated. Just know he's not there anymore.
Just know we saw him walking back.
We've seen Nick for that first.
You know, you guys are haters. You know, it's okay. It is okay, Joey. You got eliminated by Bishop, so, you know, I will feel your pain. But, Dior, when you join up in this matchup, I hope you are eliminated as soon as you get in. You know, all these haters try to come out Bishop
and here he is.
Elijah King. Here he.
Elijah King making his return here at the Rumble. This is his first official Rumble. Definitely a great competitor, former world champion, and a pedigree to Jose.
Wow, laying him flat to the ground.
I think, is he going to eliminate Jose? There goes Jose.
You know, Elijah King and Jose had a lot of tension, and now being eliminated by your arch nemesis is, I feel Jose's pain. It's very strange.
Poor Jose, pack your bags, head back to the locker rooms, because you're once again not going to WrestleMania.
Oh my. What if Jose comes down to the announce table, Joey? I would hate.
I will beat his ass.
Wow, are you gonna lay it straight like that on live television?
Just like that.
You know, you're gonna speak of words that are very traumatic for live television. It's very crazy.
Live television, who the hell is this guy?
Is this a sign-on, a signee? Who is he?
Isaiah, I guess his name is. I believe this is a new guy that's been walking around in the locker room lately.
And what if Isaiah pulls up an upset win and wins this Royal Rumble?
Isaiah has absolutely no chance in winning this Rumble. No one knows who the hell he's. I don't even think Franco would allow this guy to even go to Mania.
Sabotage him in any way.
That's the name of the game, sabotage. This new guy, Isaiah, is definitely letting the veterans have it, though.
You know, yeah, he's very much on it.
I don't classify Nick and Kenny as veterans.
Well, yeah, they are veterans. Well, Kenny is a former champion, but not really a veteran. Nick, definitely not a veteran. Still a rookie in my books.
You know, this is very sick. You know,
my pick to win the Rumble is here. My pick to win, well, one of my picks, Kendrick Alexander.
You know, Kendrick Alexander, he came up short at the AEW 3-year anniversary, but I think he should redeem himself some. He's a top superstar, in my opinion, from what I have seen.
You heard your opinion, what you have seen, and this guy's a loser. I'm sorry to break it to you. You know, he's from the Indies. He's a new sign on. I don't think he's gonna win. He, like you said, he lost at the 3 anniversary show. So what makes you think he's gonna come in the Rumble and win? He's a loser. Once a loser, classified as a loser.
You seem very aggressive.
Because I just don't like loser vibes from these people that I'm getting, and he's saying that they're gonna win the Rumble. Like, are you crazy?
I'm just ready for AJ to make his way out to this ring and win the Rumble.
After AJ was robbed, I don't think he still can even pull this Rumble off. You're gonna need someone with experience, someone with great ring ability, someone with speed. But Franco just ruined that chance whenever Bishop was thrown out of the ropes.
Here's Sky Parker.
Ew, look at him. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Oh my god.
One of the most flamboyant superstars on the roster thus far.
At 217 pounds, Chris.
Oh. You seem very, aggressive tonight.
D'Angelo has been the most aggressive woman tonight, actually.
Okay. Interesting, don't you think? There goes Kenny Carpenter eliminated. There goes Nick eliminated.
Oh.
2 eliminations back to back.
It was kind of enjoyable seeing those 2 losers going out of this match.
I think you're just a hater. It's okay. Jackson Knight is in the Rumble, the big guy. Definitely going to see what he brings to the table. The current tag team partner of Maximus, the heavy, the big guy. It's okay. He can be quiet for the moment. Because one thing about a loser, they're going to stay silent. Look at this. What is Kendrick going for here? Looks like he's going up to the other side of the ring. Has Jackson Knight perched up. Well, dangling. And a coast to coast, beautifully delivered. In comes the next entry. And my pick is here. It is time, once again, to lay host. Just bask in the glory of the tribal god, the supreme Samoan, the head of the table, AJ Carter. Go ahead, Dior. Just bask in the glory. Take it all in. Take in your future Royal Rumble winner. It's okay, you can dislike him, but at the end of the day, he's a tribal god, a winner, one of the greatest of all times. I mean, do you win against Antonio? There goes Isaiah eliminated.
And I'm back. It looks like we have the tribal god in this match.
The tribal god is here. Beautiful crossroads from Kendrick Alexander to Elijah. Kai Parker working to eliminate Jackson Knight. I'm just ready to see the Tribal God just eliminate the losers in this matchup. There goes Kendrick Alexander.
Tribal God using the key lock in his arsenal as well against Kai.
And here we have Ryu Ace.
Ryu Ace making his entry into the Rumble, and it looks like a change of gears, giving a little LGBT pride here.
And his opponent, first,
Ryu Ace making his entry into the Rumble match.
at 220 pounds, Ryu Ace.
Honestly, I would love to see Jackson Knight eliminate that thing that calls himself the Tribal Chief.
You're crazy. Jackson Knight is gonna get eliminated. I just realized Kai Parker and Elijah King just got eliminated. Slamming him down.
My pick Elijah gone. Wait, but also Kendrick. When did Kendrick get eliminated?
Kendrick got eliminated like minutes, like probably like 5 minutes ago. He was eliminated by Elijah King. Tribal God going to the corner to rest up, letting the losers fight each other.
Is he really going to rest up? Or is he standing there because he's beat up?
He's gonna rest up, like I said.
Who is this?
I don't think this is Aiden. Oh, this is Francisco, one of the greats entering the Rumble.
Losers of all loser.
Second you, Francisco. I know you want that loser Aiden.
Yeah, he's worse than that loser Aiden.
Jackson Knight tossing Ryu off of him just to get pushed back, and there goes Jackson Knight eliminated from this matchup. Beautiful German suplex. Next entry is here. Who is this? Newest competitor Bobby Freeman is making his way down the ramp for the Rumble for the first time ever in his career in AEW, his first show. Once again, his name is Bobby Freeman. He's a new competitor. On the line is a shot at the World Championship at the Rumble. This has been a great Christmas show so far. We've seen title change hands, number one contenders crowned. Now for the most important part, the main event of Mania. This guy is taking his sweet time to get down to the ring. Let's go, chop chop, number 26.
It looks like he went inside the lost and found bucket from his clothes.
You know, it's definitely an interesting choice of gears.
Very interesting.
Beautiful wheelbarrow stunner, and Ryu tried to eliminate the Tribal God and failed miserably. kicks him in the leg. Moonsault. Francisco working to eliminate Bobby Freeman.
Someone get this loser up out of here. I'm sorry.
D'Angelo, you keep cutting off your mic.
Because I don't want to watch these losers. Okay?
Number 27 is Aiden Brown.
The loser of all losers. Look at him. Just trifling.
Very bizarre pairing, if you ask me.
Byron, as we get started here, tell me what's the best approach to...
He's like black, but he's not black. You know?
That's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah, it wasn't just like skin well. It seems like the tanning machine maybe had a malfunction.
It looks like Francisco got eliminated.
Yeah, Francisco did get eliminated. If you turn your head for a moment, you're gonna miss something.
Well,
Yeah, he's out of here. Get that loser out of here.
A bathroom break. I have to take a bathroom break.
I mean, you've been on a bathroom break this entire commentary session, but hey. Ryu Ace looking to eliminate the tribal god. I don't see it going for him.
Is he gonna get up? Oh!
AJ able to fight him off. Number 28 on their way. This loser didn't have to take a bathroom break.
Oh my God!
Dior Valentine, our commentary partner, is in the Rumble, and I just can't wait to see him go in the ring and just get tossed right the hell out.
Joe, you know he had a lot to say about you when you went in the Rumble.
Exactly. So we're gonna see how he fares here tonight. Already, with Luthez Press and the AAs from AJ.
He's coming in hot and ready like a Little Caesar's Pizza. You know, he's working on.
And you know, one thing about Little Caesar's Pizza, they're disgusting and they don't get you very far. So boom, back down with the clothesline. And there, look at this, and he had all this to say about me. And he's already gone. He didn't get any eliminations. He didn't get no eliminations, no pop.
One move
and he was gone. And there goes Ryu Ace now.
Aiden Brown eliminating.
Just that quickly. Dior Valentine will be making his way back to this commentary table, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of the Rumble. He's the loser, like I said. Number 29 on their way. Toby Brown wearing this very colorful Christmas gear. Dior, a loser in life, a loser in the Rumble, no eliminations. You heard it here first.
What do you have to say?
I am very flabbergasted.
Dior, what do you have to say about this?
You know, Aiden's a loser.
30 seconds in the Rumble.
I got something in my eye, actually, and my head wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever there.
The shortest reign in the Rumble. Dior.
No.
What do you have to say about this?
The tribal god just got eliminated by this jobber, Toby Brown. This is a disgrace.
This match is going to waste. None of the good people are in.
This is a scary sight.
These two were brothers.
Wrap up the trash around the commentary table, cause we're gonna get ready to pack up. Cause
D'Angelo, you weren't in the Rumble, so you don't know what it feels like to be.
You know, but D'Angelo has
An
been
RKO. Number 30 is on their way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jaden Sparks is here in AEW. He's in the Rumble. Number 30. Oh, you know, Jaden's a great competitor. His father, a legend here in AEW. Can he pull off a miracle and win the Rumble?
Who knows? No one knows. But wow, I'm so surprised to see Jaden here. Wow, Jaden getting tossed right off the back of it. And the last three competitors on this match, Toby and Aiden and Jaden, who will come out winner of this 30-man Royal Rumble.
Don't blame me for your lack of wrestling skills. You see, when I was there, I was able to actually get some eliminations.
Wow.
Aiden fighting a near elimination. Jaden looking to work on Toby, I guess. Headbutt to Jaden Sparks. Sling blade. Aiden with another chop block, just picking his moment. He's a very cheap superstar. What if, like, the main events here, like the possible main events for Mania, you could have, he just kicked Jaden in the head. You can have Jaden versus Maximus. That would be an amazing match. You can have Toby versus Maximus. I'm not sure what kind of pop that would get. And there goes Jaden Sparks. Never mind for that matchup. The final two, Toby and Aiden Brown, left in the Rumble. Who is going to face Maximus at AEW Mania Vegas? So now we're either going to get Aiden versus Maximus or Toby versus Maximus. Well, you're a loser too, so I don't think it's that embarrassing. Oh my god. Aiden Brown is the winner of the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Aiden Brown. He is going to face Maximus at Mania for the World Championship. I have no words right now. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us, and Merry Christmas.
Joey.
He switched like a pussy little bitch.